Yes, students, hydrocarbons means alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, and aromatic compound. These all four belongs to called hydrocarbons. So from this hydrocarbons chapter, previously what kind of NEET and JEE questions came? Just we will discuss few questions. Previously, these all questions are repeated in a previous NEET and JEE examination. So let's see that first question. We have to identify the correct acidity order. If you are observed that the given options alkynes, alkenes and alkanes are present, and we know very well alkynes means percentage of S character, percentage of S character increases, then electronegativity increases and acidic nature increases. We know very well. That's why alkynes alkynes are more acidic than alkenes and then alkanes, because in here alkynes sp hybridization is there, percentage of S is equals to 50 percentage, and alkenes sp2 hybridization percentage of S character, percentage of S character is equals to around 33.33 percentage, and here percentage of S character is equals to around 25 percentage is present. That's why alkynes are more acidic. Now if you observe that in the given alkynes, terminal alkynes means and acidic nature, acidity is directly proportional to minus I groups and inversely proportional to plus I groups. That's why the given organic compounds acetylene CH triple bond CH, here two acidic hydrogens are present. This is more acidic nature than propane CH3C triple bond CH prop 19, and then ethene CH2 double bond CH2, and then ethane CH3 bond CH3. This is the correct acidity order. So the answer is first option is correct. Okay, students, let's listen. Next, second question. So we have to identify the correct intermediate product and final product in the given reaction. Now, if you observe that this is a hydrolysis of alkynes, means addition of water. So this question is nothing but addition of water to alkynes in acidic medium or in the presence of heavy metals. So while you are adding that water will be ionized to give H plus ions and OH minus ions. So you have to add H plus ions at one carbon, sp carbon, and OH minus ions have to another carbon according to Markovnikov addition rule. So now the given alkyne. So while addition of water to the alkynes to finally gives ketones, except acetylene. Acetylene, if you are added water means we will get acetaldehyde will get. Okay, students, now propane CH3C triple bond CH. Now you have to add water molecule according to Markovnikov rule. This according to Markovnikov rule, H plus positive ion is added at more hydrogens containing double bonded carbon, and negative ion is added at less hydrogen atoms containing double bonded carbon or triple bonded carbon. Now we will get one unstable product. The unstable product is CH3COH double bond CH2. If the OH group is directly attached to the sp2 carbon, the OH group is directly attached to the sp2 carbon, then it is called as enol. This enol form is unstable. This enol form is unstable when compared to keto. Then it undergoes keto-enol tautomerism. It undergoes keto-enol tautomerism. Keto-enol tautomerism, and this proton, this hydrogen will be shifted from oxygen to adjacent sp2 carbon. Then will produce CH3, C double bond O, CH3 is the product. This is the final product. Now this is the intermediate is A and the final product is B. Let's see that options A and B. A is enol and B is a ketone. This is enol and it is a ketone. So the answer is a C option. Okay, students. So it is addition of water to the alkynes. So addition of water to the alkynes follows Markovnikov addition rule and produce one unstable intermediate. That unstable intermediate is called enol and it undergoes keto-enol tautomerism and finally produce a ketone is the product. For example, I said acetylene, CH triple bond CH. It is a symmetrical alkyne, while the addition of compounds, any molecule, positive and negative ions are added to the symmetrical alkenes and alkynes, then you can add at any one of the carbon positive and negative ions, because it is a symmetrical nature, means we cannot observe Markovnikov rule and anti-Markovnikov rule. Then this positive and negative ions are added at adjacent carbons, then we are getting CH2 double bond CH and OH will get. This is enol. This is unstable and it is rearranged to gives that proton will be shifted from OH oxygen to adjacent sp2 carbon. Then we are getting CH3 C double bond OH. Okay, students. Then it is name is acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde, except acetylene or ethane. Acetylene or ethane and remaining all alkynes, either terminal or non-terminal alkynes, produce ketones, I said. So these reactions are very, very important. Okay, students, and listen next question. Next question regarding to conformers or conformational isomerism. Already we know that alkanes means carbon and carbon having single bond. The rotation of carbon and carbon single bond will get different conformers. That isomerism is known as conformational isomerism. Alkanes or carbon-carbon single bond containing compounds exhibits conformational isomerism. For example, ethane, CH3 bond CH3. This is ethane. You have to think it is a front carbon and it is a back carbon. Then we will get different conformers. So once you are observed that it has infinite number of conformers are present. Infinite number of conformers present due to difference in their dihedral angles. Okay, due to difference in their dihedral angles, means just you have to rotate small angle, then we'll get different conformer. So among that angle is known as dihedral angle. Okay, so among those all infinite number of conformers, stable means two conformers are important conformers are present. One is staggered form, the second one is eclipsed form. Means you are thinking it is a front carbon. The front carbon groups are hydrogen and 3 hydrogens are present, and back carbon, this is called Newman projections. This is the back carbon, the front carbon and back carbon attached groups are separated by the large distance. Then there is no strains. Means torsional strain or dihedral angle strain is very, very less. It is called staggered. Staggered conformer, and it is stable and no strain. No strain. And for example, the groups are very close. The bonded atoms are very close. In between the front carbon and back carbon, then dihedral angle is 0. Like here, the dihedral angle theta is equals to 0. Here the dihedral angle theta is equals to 60 degrees, separated by large distance. And this is called eclipsed conformer. Eclipsed form or eclipsed conformer, unstable and more energy and has more strain, more torsional strain. That strain is called torsional strain or dihedral angle strain. So once you observe that conformers of alkanes, among that staggered conformer is more stable and eclipsed conformer is very less stable or more energetic conformer. These conformers we are getting infinite number of conformers we are getting means due to difference or rotation about the small angle. That small angle is known as a dihedral angle only. So these different types of conformers is due to difference in their dihedral angle only, but their bond lengths, these conformers bond lengths and bond angles are remains constant. Bond angles are same, means not changing, same or does not changes. Okay students, you have to remember that. So now see the question. With respect to conformers of ethane, which of the following statement is true? The bond angles changes but bond lengths remains same. First option means bond angles and bond lengths are remain same. Only what is changing in these conformers, dear students? Only dihedral angles are changing. Dihedral angle means that groups. For example, you have to think here one group, this is the front and this is the back carbon. Just front carbon, back carbon, just you have to rotate by the small angle. That groups will get different conformers. That angle is known as dihedral angle. Due to difference in the dihedral angles only, we are getting different or infinite number of conformers. Those all conformers in between the carbon and carbon and hydrogens, bond lengths and bond angles are same. Bond lengths in a molecule, bond lengths and bond angles are not changing, but due to difference in the dihedral angles, then we are getting infinite number of conformers we are getting. Among those all infinite number of conformers, staggered form is more stable and eclipsed form or fully eclipsed form is a less stable or more energetic form. So which statement is true? Means bond angles and bond lengths are remain same. Not only ethane, any molecule, any alkane you have to take, bond lengths and bond angles are remain same only, not changing. Okay students, yes, let's listen next question. Already we have discussed about that Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction and acylation reaction. So which of the following is used as a halide component for Friedel-Crafts reactions? So alkyl halides we are using in Friedel-Crafts reaction, means that is called a Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Okay students, alkylation reaction. So what is Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction? Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction means benzene reacts with alkyl halides. This alkyl halide, this halogen is attached to carbon. Hybridization is sp3 carbon. This is called alkyl halide. Alkyl halide. Okay, students. Now, in the presence of AlCl3, to forms alkyl benzene. Alkyl benzene. Now, among the following, which can be used as halide component, or which alkyl halide we can use in Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, they are asked. Let's see the first option. If you observe that first option, chlorobenzene, Cl. Now this halogen is attached carbon hybridization is sp2 carbon. Next, second option, if you observe that bromobenzene, this bromine is attached carbon hybridization. Benzene, all carbons hybridization is sp2. Okay. The same way, third option, chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, and third option is chloroethene. Chloroethene, CH2 double bond, CH bond, Cl. This chloroethene is nothing but vinyl chloride. So here that halogen is attached carbon, sp2 carbon. Now fourth option, if you observe that isopropyl chloride, isopropyl, CH3, CH bond, CH3, like the terminal methyl groups are attached one carbon. It has any substance are there, that group is called iso. Total 3 carbons are present, then it is called isopropyl chloride. And this halogen attached carbon is sp3 carbon. That's why it involved in involves in Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Alkylation reaction. Okay, students. So the answer is isopropyl chloride. This isopropyl chloride IUPAC name is 2-chloropropane. 2-chloropropane. So names they are given, that names you have to convert into molecular formulas and structures, then you will get idea. Friedel-Crafts reaction means you have to think here Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction only, because the given options all are halogen containing compounds. So three options are the halogen is attached to sp2 carbon. One option is halogen attached to sp3 carbon. If sp3 carbon is present, then we can break this bond very easily and we'll get the electrophile. Here the produced the electrophile is secondary carbocation. And we can break this bond very easily and can generate electrophile fast. Okay, students, that's why it can be easily involved in a Friedel-Crafts alkylation reactions. Okay, let's see the fifth question. Fifth question, which of the following molecules all atoms are in coplanar? Coplanar. Coplanar means all atoms having sp2 carbons. All atoms having sp2 carbons means then it is called coplanar or linear molecules. Planar molecules means all atoms should have sp2 carbons. For example, first option, if you observe that biphenyl, these all carbons has sp2 carbons or sp2 hybridization. That's why it is in coplanar molecule or planar molecule. Coplanar molecule means all atoms are present on the plane, but remaining options, if you observe that cyclohexane, you think cyclohexane is a planar molecule, like you think, but this all atoms hybridization is sp3 carbons, and cyclohexane generally existing in non-planar cyclic form. Like this cyclic form will exist, and each hydrogens, like these all hydrogens are existing in below like this. This is called axial hydrogen, and this hydrogen is called equatorial hydrogen. Means, but that's it is non-planar cyclohexane. Like see third option, if you see this carbon and this, these are in planar only. But what about this CH3 is sp3? sp3 carbon, and this CH3 is also sp3. That's why the remaining are sp2 and sp. sp2 and sp hybridization carbons are present, but methyl groups are present. That methyl groups are sp3. That's why they are not present on the plane. The hydrogen atoms are not present on the plane. That's why, and it is not a non-planar molecule. And it is also, these carbons are sp3 carbons hybridization. That's why it is also not a coplanar molecule. So the answer is a first option. Okay, students. And sixth question, if you are observed that already in the last class in Friedel-Crafts, alkylation reactions not only possible always with alkyl halides, it can is also possible when alkenes in the presence of acidic medium, or alcohols also in the presence of acidic medium and produce alkyl benzene, or alkyl derivatives of benzene will get, I said. So it is nothing but it is the application of Friedel-Crafts reaction only. It is the application of a Friedel-Crafts reaction. So sixth one, if you observe that the cyclohexene HF in the presence of hydrogen fluoride, HF has H plus ion. It is acts as a catalyst and produce H plus and F minus. This H plus ion will be attached to the alkene, and negative and positive, it generates electrophile. Okay, students. Now this is the electrophile. Carbocation is electrophile. Electrophile is generated in the presence of acidic medium. This electrophile will be undergoes attached to the benzene ring. At any one of the carbon and produce for example, here is attached means here negative charge is coming and adjacent carbon getting positive charge. This positive charge is present and remaining double bonds are same. Now here to remove this positive charge, the adjacent hydrogen will comes out. Now loss of H plus. Again H plus and F minus convert into HF and produce cyclohexyl benzene. Cyclohexyl benzene. So the answer is a C option. Okay, students. And very, very important. In the same way, benzene reaction with alcohols in acidic medium also produce alkyl benzene. Also produce alkyl benzene. In that electrophile is R plus. In this case also electrophile is R plus. Okay, students. Next, let's listen. Seventh question. Already the seventh question related concept earlier only we discussed. That is a conformational isomerism of ethane. So we need to discuss about that. Which conformer is more stable and which statement is correct. We have to identify. So the correct statement regarding the comparison of staggered and eclipsed conformations of ethane. So staggered and eclipsed conformations of ethane. We know very well in staggered conformation, the front carbon and back carbon attached groups are separated by the large distance. Separated by the large distance. Staggered. Staggered and eclipsed. Eclipsed conformation. It is stable. The groups are separated by large distance. Separated by large distance. Large distance. Then no strain. No strain. No staggered strain or torsional strain, whatever it may be. No strain. Now you are thinking about eclipsed form. It is unstable and more energy. More energy. Okay, why it is unstable and more energy means the groups front carbon and back carbon attached groups are very close. If the groups are very close means automatically they produce some repulsions. That repulsions are called strain. That repulsions or strain is due to angle, dihedral angle. That's why strain is also called as dihedral angle strain or torsional strain. Has more strain. Has more strain. Let's see options. Eclipsed conformation of ethane is more stable said. So it is wrong. Next, staggered conformation of ethane is more stable and eclipsed conformation. Then eclipsed, okay. And staggered conformation has no torsional strain. Staggered conformation has no torsional strain. That's why the answer is B option. Now let's see C and D also. Once you check whether how they gave the statement. Staggered conformation of ethane is less stable said. So it is wrong. Staggered is less stable they said. So however it is wrong. Then no need to go about the remaining points. Okay, let's see next. The eclipsed conformation of ethane is more stable, like said. Eclipsed is more stable. That's it is wrong. So the correct answer is B option. Okay, students. Next, listen. Next question. Consider the nitration of benzene using the mixture of concentration H2S4 and HNO3. If large amount of potassium bisulfate added, then the rate of the nitration will be what happens. So first you think about that nitration reaction mechanism. Okay. So benzene, I will give you reaction. Benzene reaction with concentrated HNO3 and H2SO4 on heating, then we'll get nitrobenzene. It is electrophilic substitution reaction. Once you observe that mechanism, so HNO3 is in the form of OH and NO2 like, and reacts with H2SO4. This H2SO4, and in this mixture H2SO4 acts as the acid and HNO3 acts as a base. According to Bronsted acid base theory, it produces H plus ion, and this water will be ion comes outside and produce NO2 plus electrophile and produce H3O plus ions plus HSO4 minus bisulfate ion will producing. Now in this mixture only we are adding potassium bisulfate KHSO4. If the KHSO4 you are added, then it will be ionized to produce K plus plus HSO4 minus. So on the product side, the concentration of concentration of HSO4 minus or products concentration increases. Products concentration increases according to Le-Chatelier principle. Concentration increases according to Le-Chatelier principle. Le-Chatelier's principle. Backward reaction favors. Backward reaction favors. If backward reaction is favored means what happens? Again that ionized HNO3 decreases, means ionization of HNO3 decreases. Ionization of HNO3 decreases means production of NO2 plus decreases, then the rate of nitration decreases. So the rate becomes slow. So the answer is D option. So you have to think about that equilibrium concept or chemical equilibrium. So according to Le-Chatelier principle, the concentration of reactants increases, forward reaction is favorable. Concentration of product, any one of the concentration of product increases, then ionization decreases due to common ion effect. Otherwise, concentration of products increases, then backward reaction is favorable. If backward reaction is favorable means HNO3 ionization decreases and production of electrophile decreases, then the rate of nitration reaction decreases. Okay, students. So the answer is D option. Is very important. This kind of questions. Okay, let's listen. Ninth question. It's very easy. The given carbanion CH3 C triple bond C minus. Now the lone pair electrons present in which orbital they are asking. This carbanion. This is the carbanion. This carbanion, the negative charge means it is the lone pair electrons. Its hybridization is sp hybridization. sp hybridization because the triple bond is present. Sp hybridization means lone pair electrons present in sp hybrid orbitals. Lone pair electrons present in sp hybrid orbitals. So the answer is B option. Okay, let's listen 10th question, dear students. It's very easy and it is the application of alkynes chemical property. So the 10th one, this alkynes having terminal alkynes or acetylene or ethane has two acidic hydrogens are present. It reacts with a strong base like NaNH2, sodamide, NaNH2 in the presence of liquid ammonia is a solvent. It acts as a base Na plus NH2 minus. This NH2 minus abstract this proton and produce sodium acetylide. Okay, this sodium acetylide is further means reacts with ethyl bromide, CH3 bond CH2 bond Br. Okay, students, is a reaction with ethyl bromide. Then it undergoes nucleophilic substitution reaction. And produce higher alkynes. That alkyne is CH3. That alkyne is CH3, CH2 bond C, triple bond CH. Again, here also one more acidic proton is there. It reacts with NaNH2, liquid ammonia, and again further reacts with ethyl bromide. So again it undergoes nucleophilic substitution reaction, and here this proton will be shift and produce Na plus, and it undergoes nucleophilic substitution reaction and produce C triple bond C, and this side 2 carbons and ethyl group, and this side ethyl group we are getting. Now its name is, this is X and this is Y. The X name is but1,9 and the Y name is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hex3ine or 3 hexine and but1,9. So the correct answer is C option is correct. Okay, students. Let's see 11th question. 11th question, very easy. Addition of HCl to the alkenes according to Markovnikov rule, which will produce 1-chloro 1-methyl cyclohexane. 1-chloro 1-methyl cyclohexane. Let's see the first option. Double bond CH2 is a symmetrical alkene. We are adding HCl, H plus and Cl minus. According to Markovnikov rule, the positive ion goes to more hydrogens containing double bonded carbon, and negative ion goes to less hydrogens containing double bonded carbon and produce Cl. Here CH3. Now its name is 1-chloro 1-methyl cyclohexane. So answer is A. At the same way, remaining options also we'll check. B option what it will gives. B option, addition of HCl, positive and negative ions. Now, according to Markovnikov rule, that positive ion is goes to more hydrogens containing double bonded carbon. Here hydrogen is there, here no hydrogens. That's why it will be added at here, and Cl minus will be added at CH3. Then we are getting the same product. 1-chloro 1-methyl cyclohexane. So the B is also correct. So the correct option is C. So this kind of questions you have to check all options. Without checking all options, okay, first correct, again just you did the tick mark first, means you will get wrong. So the remaining options also once you see, then you will get a correct idea. So the correct answer is C. A and B both are correct. What about D? D is that alkene is unsymmetrical. You can add at any one of the carbon, hydrogen and chlorine, and we won't get 1-chloro